Hello and welcome back to Pokémon White, where today we're going to catch Thundurus, and then we're going to go try and say hello to an old friend. So, yeah. We're also going to be hunting for a dark noodle on the side. But, between streams, I definitely traded this particular Watchog to a different game and leveled it up. And you can't prove that that's not what happened. And yes, Outlander Dragon's Dogma 2 expansion real. I am 100% going to be buying and playing that. We're getting a new Xenoblade. That's gonna be cool. Specifically not a Xenoblade Chronicles, just a Xenoblade. Which is fascinating. What else was there? And what route? Okay, Route 16. Which means Thundurus is currently over this way. There were other games that I was excited about. Hang on. I know I sent a message to a group of friends. I mean, Ocarina of Time remake is neat. I see Thundurus is playing hard to get. Oh, right. Muramasa getting released on other platforms is nifty. It's only been on the Wii and the Vita. And, hey, the Vita content is leaving the Vita, and it's finally going to be available on a platform that can output in 4K. And it's, in fact, going to be the very first Vanillaware game coming to Steam. If more of them come to Steam, that will be very cool. Right. Need it to actually be raining before I go check the grass. Okay, I'm paying attention to multiple things. But yeah, I certainly am a fan of many things that were announced in that Nintendo Direct. Shiny Rayquaza! I'm a fan of that too! That was immediate. Like, not immediate, but that was really early in the stream. Come on. And we're getting Switch 2 versions, or Switch 2 upgrades to Xenoblade 1 through 3, which is neat. Hopefully they end up being better upgrades than the Xenoblade Chronicles X Switch 2 edition, which I legitimately kind of wish I didn't pay for because it ruins the image quality in exchange for giving you just thing. 60 FPS. This Thundurus is shy. I don't mind catching a shiny Rayquaza on the first ball when it's like the 5th Rayquaza of the stream. I don't mind that one bit. Well, Dark Noodle achieved. That was ludicrously fast today. So, I know I saved once, but let's save again just for good measure. And then let's go to the Pokemon Center and, as is tradition, look at our shiny noodle in the box. Hey, Thundurus is back in a place where we are. Whether it'll actually show up is still a question. Hey, it did show up. And yep, there's a shiny noodle in a box. So let's save that again. Mean look this here Thundurus. And now we close this. And then we swap games, because I do have another shiny hunt lined up in Ultra Space, though I have exactly 2 shiny legendaries left to get in Ultra Space. And I have 2 of each of them. One from Gen 3 and one from ZA. So, like, I really don't need them. But I'm not gonna... Like, at this point, they're the last 2 I need. Why not just get them to complete my set of Ultra Space shiny legendaries, huh? So, here we go. Hey, look. It's Latias. There she is. We need her to be yellow. Okay, Thundurus is asleep and mean-looked. And now it's gonna have half HP. And now we throw balls. So, something kind of funny about the Ocarina of Time remake coming this year. When Star Fox and Ocarina of Time originally came out on the N64, they came out 1 year apart. Ocarina of Time 3D and Star Fox 3D released on the 3DS the same year. The Switch 2 remake of Star Fox and the Switch 2 remake of Ocarina of Time are also releasing the same year. These 2 games are apparently just temporally inseparable. Be nice if this Thundurus was as cooperative as the Rayquaza was. Okay, I apparently just had to ask. So there we go. Thundurus caught. The whole reason that I started this Pokemon White playthrough is now achieved. It has just now occurred to me that I really should have transferred in a Tornadus so that I could get the Landorus that I also need to get. But, nah. And nah, stream's not over yet, Outlander. We're going to Undella Town to say hello to one of our old friends. Because what Pokemon White run is complete without having your clock completely cleaned by a surprise guest? But yeah, managing to catch Thundurus and a shiny Rayquaza in, like, the first 10 minutes of this stream is certainly a thing. Getting rid of this Watchog. It was only here to keep Thundurus from running. Well, not only, but mostly. So yes, at this point, this is definitely going to be a relatively short stream. I'm sorry, I don't speak French. And I don't want to butcher the pronunciation here. Just, this guy is speaking fluent French, and you can imagine how it sounds. But I believe, just based on the words I'm seeing, he is, like, permets-moi, I believe is what the first bit is, which is like, allow me. And I mean, there's a word there that clearly shares an origin with the word provoke. And duel, well, I mean, that's a duel, a battle even. And yeah, I'm guessing he wants to have, he wants to request a battle so that he can make some powerful memories here. What with memoir. So yeah, he wants to make some impactful memories here with a battle. That is what I am guessing this man was trying to tell me in French. Well, buddy, I hope that was a good memory right there. Yes. Indeed. My Pokemon and I spend so much time together, we don't need words to understand one another. Do you think you can win against us? Oh, in other news, I got my copy of Pokémon White or White 2 Japanese version in today, as well as the last 3 Pokemon Game Boy cartridges I needed. Japanese Gold, Silver, and Blue. I haven't checked the Game Boy games yet, but what I can say is I did some save archaeology on White 2. And White 2's file is fascinating. What makes it so fascinating is that apparently its owner sold it after getting 6 badges. Only 6. They had saved in the middle of Berg's gym. Like, not in front of Berg, not at the start of the gym, in the middle of the gym. Maybe they got frustrated and just completely quit the game. Because Berg's gym is something of a maze in Black 2 and White 2. But then, their party consists of a Meowth. Okay. Emboar, Keldeo, Prinplup, Liepard, and Tranquil. And it does seem to be a legit event, Keldeo. And then, opening up their box, I saw the most fascinating part. Their boxes contained a grand total of 7 Pokemon. Those 7 Pokemon were 3 Curums, all from an OT that was not who this trainer was. So they were all traded in. But 3 Curums. 2 of those Curums were shiny. Okay, little suspect. Both of those shiny Curums had the same exact OT, name, ID, everything. So 100% there's some cheating involved here. And yeah, the third Kyurem was not shiny and had nothing remarkable about it. And the other 4 Pokemon that this save file has are En's Zorua, an Event Kyogre, an Event Meloetta, and an Event Shaman. So they have on this file that they have sold the game that contained it, they have 4 seemingly legitimate event Pokemon, some standard stuff, 2 definitely cheated shiny Kyogres, and 1 not shiny Kyogre. Dang, I'm getting really lucky today. I've had Bounce miss twice, that Hydro Pump missed, I got a shiny Rayquaza super fast. Said shiny Rayquaza was caught in the very first ball. And also I already got my Thundurus. Like, this has been a very lucky stream. When you see this berry, please remember us. I enjoy working as a ranger, but I love to spend my time with Pokemon. Whatever happens, I won't leave my Pokemon. I am going to a Pokemon Center. because the trainers on these post-game routes are kind of like way higher level than me. And so I need to actually have my team be healthy. Oh no, it's another person who does not speak English. I don't think this is French. And yet I also don't think it's Spanish. Maybe it's Portuguese? Like, I'm definitely seeing some words that I recognize in Spanish. But it's also like, I'm seeing stuff that does not seem very Spanish-y. So yeah, maybe Portuguese. Well, this Snover is boned. Wait a sec, we got Buku here. Maybe this is French and I was just on a particular line that shared a lot of root words with Spanish. Anyway, I don't speak French, so... Right, the village bridge exists. That's cute. Talking to this guy adds a bit of a beatbox to the music track.
My grandpa is going to catch a Pokémon for me. I will become a friend of my Pokémon, and someday we will travel in Unova together.
It's difficult to decide which Pokémon is the best for my grandchild to meet first.
My Pokémon are running around in this beautiful grassland. Please take a look.
You say they're running around, and yet every single one of them is going to be sent out via a Pokéball, which implies that they were not running around. She lied to us. Yeah, sorry, Shuppet, you ain't gonna snatch no stat-ups from Fire Punch.
A skitty.
Don't see those every day. It is really fun how in Pokemon Black and White, you spend the whole game seeing only new Unova Pokemon. But then the instant you get to the post-game, everyone has only old Pokemon that you have not yet seen anywhere in the game. That's fun. More Pokemon games should do that. But they need to have an actually, like, big post-game for that. Like, imagine. Just imagine this. A Pokemon game where we're in a new region with mostly, though not necessarily only, mostly new Pokemon. And then you beat the game, you finish the game, and now it's post-game time. You go back to an old region and only see Pokemon that existed in that game as it launched in said old region. That would be super cool. Like, go to a different region and see only Pokemon you haven't seen in the region you came from. But also, it's only Pokemon that existed in the region that you went to. Like, that would be both respecting...
They must have been tired because they were running around. Aw, so cute.
But that would be respecting the franchise's history, while also giving us something really fun to look forward to and just neat, and it would build up the world. Like, show us that, oh yeah, these Pokemon didn't exist in the old Pokedex because they just weren't in the region. There's so much room to do things like that, and they just never go for it. So Energy Ball is base 80. Petal Dance is stronger. Honestly, we just keep Petal Dance. Energy Ball showed up too late. We could use it to give Reuniclus more coverage, but I don't think it needs it at this point. I was checking for Pokemon around here just now, but I'm also interested in you. Oh, this was a school kid. He looked older. Don't you dare poison point me. Thank you. Don't you dare poison point me. Thank you. Don't you dare poison point me. Thank you. I appreciate getting through a battle with Pokemon that have Poison Point without getting Poison Pointed.
Even similar Pokemon will have different behavior and appearances in Unova and other regions.
Kid was ahead of his time, predicting regional forms.
Are you raising these Pokemon all alone, or do you rely on Pokemon daycare?
I've done it all by myself, sir. Fingers crossed for no thick fat. Clearly, this Pokemon breeder likes his fighting types.
The Pokemon Daycare on Route 3. If you leave 2 Pokemon there, you may find an egg. I was checking the landscape around here just now, but I'm also interested in you.
Isn't that what the breeder that we just battled said? Or the other school kid, maybe? Or no, the school kid said he was looking for Pokemon around here, but he's also interested in me. Anyway, rip this Paris. Don't you dare Effect Spore me. Thank you.
The unevenness of this landscape, we can tell that the flow of a river created the undulation.
Might as well heal up my Darmanitan before that double battle right there.
It's okay to have a battle during a picnic, right? We will rattle you and your Pokemon with our perfect combination.
Ah yes, a perfect combination of Swoobat and Swoobat.
I think the Pokemon in the Pokeballs totally understand how you feel. To battle well in a double battle, we have to know our partner's Pokemon moves.
These ain't TMs.
Oh, a traveling trainer! Let's battle just for fun!
I mean, that is usually why people battle. Since this Snubble is still just a normal type, Superpower will get rid of it handily. It's amazing how the discovery of the fairy type is going to somehow change Snubble's resistances. I guess all those science folks were telling Snubble all this time that it was a normal type. And so it was acting like a normal type. Oh, gee, thanks for the effect spore. It's actually kind of interesting.
When Pokemon use moves, or when they see you and catch your eye, your heart beats a little faster, doesn't it?
The excuse they used to use for expanding the National Pokédex with every Pokemon game was like, oh, these are a bunch of newly discovered species. But like, no, they're not. They were in this region the whole time. The thing is, they couldn't use, oh, these species are just native to this region and not to that other region. Starting with the very first sequel in the franchise, because, hey, look, Gold and Silver had Kanto in them. And some of the species that were newly added were only found in Kanto. So yeah, they kind of painted themselves into a corner with that. Like, yeah, Slugma had to be a newly discovered species because it only existed in Kanto. Same with Houndour. And yet, we're stuck with that now. It's very silly.
What? Will you fight against me? It's okay, but are you strong?
Technically, I'm not the champion of the region, so I can't say, oh yeah, I'm the champion, of course I'm strong. We haven't beaten Alder yet. I'm so ready if this kid has a Ninjask and a Shedinja. Mostly for the Shedinja. I'm ready for that Shedinja. Mothim is not a Ninjask or a Shedinja. Also, that Mothim looking kind of pudgy. And a Metapod in the back. A level 63 Metapod. Kid, you're allowed to evolve your Pokemon, you know. Just for the record.
I'm happy when I'm with my Pokemon. That means I will be happy for years to come because I'm always with them.
I mean, hey, kid's got the right outlook.
This Wingull looks like it lost 3 grams on Route 13. I wish I could help it.
From my point of view, art is feeling and logic. And a beautiful battle is also feeling and logic.
So what's the logic in using a camera up as an artist? I can't help but feel like fire and earthquakes are two things that generally do not assist with painting.
Artists can be divided into 2 types. Some draw what they see and some draw what they can't see.
And yet it's arguable that even the latter draw what they see in their mind's eye. Well, there's one of the grams that Wingull lost.
I am a wonderful fisherman who loves everything. This fisherman will fight with wonderful Pokémon.
Getting hit by 2 hydro pumps in a row is not pleasant. Yeah, no way was it gonna... Oh wait, right. Ring Out does, like, more damage the higher the target's HP is, right? Nice miss. Okay, yeah, that. We're not surviving that X. Crocodile is not the most incredible choice available, but it's who we're going to use. Nice, it chose Hex. That's useful for us. Had it done Hydro Pump, I don't think I would have a Crocodile anymore. And that's going to be goodbye, Crocodile. I bet Archeops can outspeed this thing. Well, there's a better chance that Archeops will outspeed it than anyone else. I mean, sure, I do have Aqua Jet on my Samurott, but it would be resisted. And hey, Archeops outspeeds. Acrobatics takes that KO easy. I want to go deep-sea fishing using the Royal Unova that leaves from Castelia City. Okay.
Looking for a gram, are you? Well, could this be it? It fell on my head just now. Here, give this to Wingo.
Don't be overwhelmed by my awesome Pokemon. I'll try not to. Oh boy, this is a guy with 6 Pokemon, and he opens with a Magikarp. Is this the traditional 6 Magikarp joke trainer? He told us not to be overwhelmed by his awesome Pokemon because they're all Magikarp? And it would just be pathetic if you were overwhelmed by 6 Magikarp? Gonna slurp them all up. Yep, this was a 6 Magikarp man. joke trainer that they put in most Pokemon games. Is my fishing rod bad, or is it my fishing skill that's bad? I always catch the same Pokemon. Well, is your rod old?
A woman standing alone with a parasol in one hand at the beach. Hi, please have a battle with me.
Nice crit. What are you going to do with all that speed, Seeking? Ah, get more speed, I see. I don't like that Seeking apparently has fangs. Looks weird. Meanwhile, the horn apparently looks just fine.
I heard a parasol is a must on the beach, but I'm the only one who has one?
Well, I mean, there's one right here, and no, you're not, because there's a lady with one right here, so...
Why did the letter I mailed fall from the sky? I got it. Wingull dropped it. Here it is. Please give this to Wingull. Tell Wingull not to drop it this time.
Alright, well, that's all 3 that it dropped. What am I doing? I'm hunting for treasure! Treasure hunting is fun. Sometimes things are buried in the sand dunes. Actually, I just found something. But it's the same one as I found before, so I'll give this to you. Because apparently this guy's not in it for the money, he's just in it for collecting. I'll be hunting for treasure here tomorrow, too. I may find something, so if you have time, stop by.
My husband can teach some Pokemon the ultimate moves. I'll tell you their names. The Blazing Fire-type Pokemon, Charizard, Typhlosion, Blaziken, Infernape, and Emboar. The Restless Water-type Pokemon, Blastoise, Feraligatr, Swampert, Empoleon, and Samurott. The Quiet Grass-type Pokemon, Venusaur, Meganium, Sceptile, Torterra, and Serperior.
Right. We gotta go back to Wingull and give it them grams. I really think they should have been called letters and not grams. Because when you say, oh, the Wingull lost 3 grams on this route, you'd be thinking like, oh, is that it? It's not a lot of weight. Oh, I guess we gotta give them to you.
Oh, great. Could that be the gram? Let's show it to Wingull. We've got them all. This helps Wingull a lot.
And now we have U-turn. Actually, let's talk to her now that Winkle's gone.
Thank you, trainer. When we see happy Pokemon faces, we feel happy, don't we?
Hey, please show me what kinds of great Pokemon you've caught.
He said those are some impressive Pokemon when I showed him only one.
Even if others catch great Pokemon, I won't get jealous, because my own Pokemon are the best ones for me.
Well, that's a good attitude to have, sir. Let's not bother going up there.
Our Pokemon make a nice matchup. Our combination is the best. There's no chance we will ever lose.
Not ever? I hate to break it to you, but I think your Plusle and Minun can, in fact, lose. Okay, my Lilligant now has minus. I don't know what you intended to accomplish with that, but it's certainly a thing you can do. Sorry, you can't use Last Resort first. That's not how the move works. I don't know what Trump card does. Kinda not a fan of the fact that Lilligant chose to hit different targets with each of those pedal dances. But that's the risk with using a move like that in a multi-battle. I called it a multi-battle. It's a double battle.
If Pokemon are good friends, they will be filled with power. The abilities called Plus and Minus are the best combination, right?
No. Drought and Chlorophyll, or Drizzle and Swift Swim, are arguably much better combinations.
While we've watched the beautiful scenery, let's have an exciting Pokemon battle.
Look at that duck. I swapped to Archeops as if it has a rock move. It does not. Nice crit, probably unnecessary.
The quiet sound of a multitude of waves endlessly overlapping. It's like a first-class orchestra. Doesn't it sound like that?
I mean, I do like that sound quite a bit. I wouldn't compare it to an orchestra, though. Also, Lilligant is the highest level Pokemon on my party. It does not need an experience share right now.
Oh, a lovely trainer. Would you like to meet the Pokemon that make me proud?
I would like to hydrate is what I'd like to do. So this lady is canonically proud of a Kricketot. Why, though? It doesn't even go deelily whoop. It arguably does go deelily, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. Yep, sorry Chimecho, Archeops doesn't share any types with you. Synchronoise ain't gonna do much.
Looking back, when I had ups and downs, my Pokemon were always there for me.
Nice, buy another trainer. You might as well take the lower path as well. I mean, we don't have to battle every trainer. This isn't what this stream's about. Now I'll keep walking on the sandy beach. How about that? Sounds pretty great, doesn't it? Doesn't sound as great as if, like, I found a shiny Latios, or not Latios, Latias on my next check. That would be great. Because we don't have much time left in this stream because we are about to hit Undella Town. Which is where this stream is going to end. Like, we're going to do something in Undella Town. But Undella Town is our destination. Ooh, yes, I've been wanting Rock Slide. Shame I don't have anything amazing to replace it with. Or anything that would be a particularly good thing to replace it with, but... to replace with it, but we'll get rid of Dragon Claw. I would have gotten rid of Fly, but it's an HM, so I can't. I walk on the sandy beach because I love footprints. Well, everyone needs a reason. Do you check electric bulletin boards? The news about Pokemon mass outbreaks is hot now.
I'm one of the gate receptionists. Our assigned places change daily. Can you believe it?
Actually, that seems highly inefficient. You'd think it would be better to have you watch the same gate every day, because then you'd have more knowledge about the specific gate. Also, you could plan your commute more effectively, like maybe get people who live near a gate to staff that gate. Alright, so this here is just a random house in Undella Town. Surely, nothing will happen upon my going into it. And I'm definitely saving for no reason. Just, you step into a house, and you hear this. And this is the generation after Pokemon, or after Cynthia was the champion. Like, you know, we just got done with the generation where she was traumatizing so many children by being the strongest champion we'd ever faced. We thought we were safe, playing in this new region, going through this new place with all these new Pokemon. Then we get to the post-game, we enter a random house in a post-game village with no signage whatsoever, and we hear this.
What's this? What an uncanny resemblance. It's surprising to meet another trainer who has intense eyes like that Pokemon trainer. What's your name? Okay, I'll remember that. Redmond, nice to meet you. I'm Cynthia. I'm a Pokemon trainer too, like you. I have an insatiable curiosity for researching Pokemon myths. I'm sure you know about Undella Town's abyssal ruins, right? I'm staying here at my friend's villa so I can investigate them. In order to get to know each other better as Pokemon trainers, I would like our Pokemon to have a match. Would you care to be my opponent?
Thankfully, she gives you the option to say no. But I'm not gonna.
Before I send out my Pokemon, my heart always begins to race. Interesting, my Pokemon and their Pokeballs are radiating a happy feeling. Are you the reason? What are you?
Anyway, time to get our clock absolutely cleaned. And then we'll call it a stream. But I'll try. But there's a bit of a level gap. Yeah, I will give this an honest shot. But I don't expect much. Okay, I think my best bet here is actually to try for a defense drop with Crunch. Nice crit. That probably puts this thing in full restore range. Nice miss. No full restore, okay. So that burn ain't gonna help us. And that Shadow Ball helped us even less. I don't believe I have anything that is perfectly accurate. I don't have any aerial ace or anything, so we have to just get through these two double teams. Wow, this thing apparently has a 100% accurate Will-O-Wisp. Wow, that crunch did a lot less than I was hoping for. And that not very effective Shadow Ball did a lot more than I was hoping for. Oh, now she full restores. Okay. I don't know that I'm getting past this Spiritomb. Okay, we got a defense drop. That's something. Can we get a second? Nope. If we land a Flare Blitz, the Spiritomb probably goes away. The problem is now landing a Flare Blitz through 3 double teams. Four double teams. Five double teams. You're killing me here, Cynthia. I want to see at least your second Pokemon. Oof, that wasn't even enough. And that's a full 6 double teams. She's not using another full restore on Spiritomb, so at least we've got that going for us. Unless RNG hates me, which it's actually liked me quite a bit today, we should get to see her second Pokemon. Okay, yep, that'll do it. Goodbye, Spiritomb! And here comes Roserade to absolutely destroy my Samurott, I'm sure. Electros? Since when? You know what? I'm gonna go all out here. There is no reason for me not to use items. She's used a full restore. And yeah, that Wild Charge is going to take care of Samurott. No problem. But since this Electros has shown us only a physical attack, Intimidate will help. And ground typing will also be to our advantage, though we can't use a ground move. So that flamethrower does not bode well for me. Show me defense drop. It did not show me a defense drop. Okay, so we know this Electros has Wild Charge, Crunch, and Flamethrower. We don't know what the last move is. But we do know that it is super effective against both of our remaining Pokemon, which doesn't exactly help. A Quiver Dance might, though. Should at least help us survive a Flamethrower. Barely. And this Giga Drain should get us the KO. It did not get us the KO. Okay, Lilligant's gone. So here's the next plan. This Electros is what she sent out to challenge my Samurott. So, if I revive my Samurott, and the Electros just ruins my Reuniclus, I guess that Intimidate earlier really helped, huh? But Reuniclus is still getting sacrificed here. It's just going to let us revive one more Pokemon. I think Darmanitan's probably a really good choice. And there goes Reuniclus. So now Samurott comes out. An Aqua Jet should get rid of the Electros from this point. Alright, Electros gone. And what's coming in next? Braviary. Alright, in that case, I'm going to revive Archeops. I'm going to hope we take this Brave Bird. We do not take this Brave Bird. Okay. Because the thing is, I need to do more than just revive Archeops. I need to also give it a heal after reviving it. So I'm sorry, Darmanitan, but you're probably taking a Brave Bird to the face as well. Or a Crush Claw. I don't know that using any more revives right now would be to my benefit. I think I just have to click Rock Slide and pray. But I came into this fully expecting to lose. And yeah, we've got Defeatist now, which ain't gonna help. Yep. Alright, we are defeated. Turns out, when you're facing Cynthia at a 20 level deficit, it ain't easy. But considering she's this game's super boss. Also, I scurried to the Pokemon Center to protect my Pokemon from further harm. That was a trainer battle in a town. This game has just implied that Cynthia is so bloodthirsty that after your team is defeated, she does not stop the battle. That is something. But anyway, I've accomplished what I wanted in streaming this game. I got my Thundurus. I got ruined by Cynthia. I got a shiny Dark Noodle. I did not get a shiny Latios, but oh well, I don't need her. And that is going to be where we call it. So, yep, that's it for this stream. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all of that. And I will be back on Friday with a different game. Not sure what yet, but we'll find out. See you then, friends.